Hi, I'm Mariah Carey. Like most kids, I grew up watching lots of cartoons and all kinds of great animated movies. Then, not too long ago, I saw a new kind of animated film that is truly spectacular. The Prince of Egypt.
Hi, I'm Whitney Houston. And along with Mariah Carey and all of the other artists you'll see tonight, we were inspired by how different this movie looked and how it was telling the timeless story of Moses in a whole new way. The story came alive, and we wanted to express that feeling through music.
Over the past year, recording artists from the worlds of pop, gospel, country, and R&B were all invited to be a part of a special project to create new music based on the themes in the film. The result? Dozens of different songs, each one inspired by something in the story that touched us in a personal way. And tonight, you'll see 8 of the world's top artists in exclusive performances. And in addition to all the great music tonight, you're going to hear the stories behind the songs from the artists themselves. For country music superstar Winona, she knew right away what part of the story she wanted to express through her music. The result from this 4-time Grammy Award winner is a new song, Freedom.
This musical project started in a Hollywood screening room where hundreds of musicians, composers, and recording artists gathered to watch an early screening of a new film.
Moses? Second born, second play, not for long.
4 years in the making, The Prince of Egypt is the realization of a singular vision shared by more than 400 animators, artists, and technicians at the DreamWorks studios. The film features an all-star cast, including the voices of Val Kilmer as Moses, Ralph Fiennes as Ramses, Michelle Pfeiffer as Sephora, and Sandra Bullock as Miriam. And the soundtrack is by Academy Award-winning composer Hans Zimmer and Oscar-winning songwriter Stephen Schwartz. The Prince of Egypt is the story of a baby sent down the Nile by a mother who knows that the only way to set him free is to let him go. And from this selfless act of motherly love, a prince is born.
Come, Ramesses. We will show Pharaoh your new baby brother. Moses.
Moses, the Prince of Egypt, grows up unaware of where he came from. The only father he knows is Pharaoh. His best friend is Ramses, who will someday ascend to the throne.
I know who you are, and you are not a Prince of Egypt.
Miriam, what did you say?
When Moses learns the truth, he flees into the desert. But this simple life is not his destiny. Moses must fulfill the promise of his birth.
Ramesses, let my people go!
And so begins their heroic flight to freedom. It's a very emotional story because you're getting to know these larger-than-life characters as real people. And it's seeing that human side of this epic story that's inspired so many of the singers involved in this project. That's what it did for multi-platinum stars, my friends, Boyz II Men. After watching the movie, Sean, Nathan, Wanye, and Michael recorded a great new song, I Will Get There.
Won Gospel Music's Artist of the Year award 4 times. She was inspired by one of the most moving images in the movie, the moment when the mother of Moses sets her baby free down the Nile. So Amy asked to record The River Lullaby, one of the songs from the Prince of Egypt's soundtrack. Water is a powerful force in The Prince of Egypt. It begins the adventure for Moses and then parts for him in the end. Water is life, and that's a connection beautifully expressed by my friend, 8-time Grammy Award winner CeCe Winans in her song, The River.
Country music's 2-time Entertainer of the Year, Vince Gill. Vince wrote this song right after he saw The Prince of Egypt when he was inspired by the relationship between Moses and Ramses.
Moses, there are crossroads and hard choices that have to be made. The song I Give You to His Heart is about one of those choices and is performed by 6-time Grammy Award winner Alison Krauss.
Fortunate to work with this next artist on my new album, Number Ones. His name is Brian McKnight, and he's a double platinum R&B artist from a musical family, and he was very inspired by the story's complex themes of love and family. Tonight, Brian sings his new song, simply entitled father.
Back to show how it's done. Whitney Houston, My Love Is Your Love, features When You Believe from the Prince of Egypt and Heartbreak Hotel, featuring Faith Evans and Kelly Price. Whitney Houston, My Love Is Your Love. NBC back to show how it's done. Whitney Houston, My Love Is Your Love, features When You Believe from the Prince of Egypt and Heartbreak Hotel, featuring Faith Evans and Kelly Price. Whitney Houston, My Love Is Your Love.
Tonight, we're hearing original songs inspired by the Prince of Egypt, performed by some of the biggest names in the music industry. And they're not alone.
I remember the first time I heard When You Believe, and I knew it was going to be something special. I think it's a song that best expresses what the Prince of Egypt is really all about. And I was so happy to be able to perform it with one of my favorite singers, Whitney Houston.
We hope this song inspires all of you who are with us tonight to follow your dreams and have faith that they will come true.
Now we are not afraid, although we know there's much to fear. We were moving mountains long before we knew we could. Oh, yes, there can be miracles when you believe. Though hope is frail, it's hard to kill. Who knows what miracles you can achieve when you believe? Somehow you will when you believe. In this time of fear, when prayer so often proves in vain, hope seems like the summer birds too swiftly flown away. Yet now I'm standing here, my heart's so full I can't explain, seeking faith and speaking words I never thought I'd say. There can be miracles when you believe. Oh, hope is frail,
The themes in The Prince of Egypt cross all faiths, all cultural lines, celebrating what brings us together by examining what tears us apart.
It's a story meant to inspire each of us in our own way and in our own time. Thank you so much for joining us. Good night.